Now let's do question 5, and this is very, very easy. We love limits. Limits are nice. We love limits. We have to get all the marks possible, maximum possible marks. So on question 5, we are now evaluating algebraically. Okay, we are solving using things from algebra. Which things? 4 things. One is either substitution, by substituting the limit into the thing, or by canceling out. Okay, if you cancel out a common factor, like if there is a common factor, right? If there is a common factor, then we'll do that. That is like that is by factorizing. You factorize and you cancel. So that's factorization. And you cancel out common factors. Then, or by simplifying, if something is given to us, like let me see, which one is it? Look at part F there. This at part F, we are given in the notation of completing the square, right? Of is given as a completed square. We are going to simplify it. How? We expand, then it's going to become much simpler, and then you see how it helps us to solve that limit. We expand it as the type that we expand and simplify. Okay? So the one that we are going to have, the one where you do direct substitution, and for direct substitution, it will be when there is no fraction. If there is no fraction, then just substitute, my friend. Just substitute. Okay, if there is a fraction, then we may be able to substitute. If we can't substitute, we either try to do factorization, or we do expansion if it's a type, or if it has square roots, then we rationalize. So there are like 4 things, which is substituting, expanding, which is substituting, factorizing and canceling common factors, or expanding, or rationalizing. So let's do it. So those are the 4 things that we have. Okay, direct substitution, expansion, and we cancel out expansion and simplification, right? And then we can have factorization, and you cancel out common factor, or rationalizing. These are the 4 things, okay? So now let's do the questions, and let's see which one is going to be. Part A is going to be, let's solve. This is going to be very easy. The first one is saying the limit as x goes to 2 of negative x squared plus 5x minus 2. Okay, so here, this has no fraction. So, of course, here we are going to use the method of substitution. We could do it the long way or the short way. But all we are going to do is to just substitute wherever there is a variable. Okay? And so if you want to do it the longer way, you can do it the longer way. Here's the longer way. The longer way is we'd get the limits of everything individually, right? We would say negative the limit. We get the limit as x approaches 2. As x approaches 2 of x, then we square it, okay? Of x. We can do of x squared. If we want to do it, we start by the first one, We can, okay, if you want, we can say the limit of negative x squared. Then we say plus, we do the second, the limit as x approaches 2 of 5x. Then we say minus the limit as x approaches 2 of 2, okay? Because the last one is the 2 here. Then it's going to be equal to, here, we bring the negative outside, it becomes negative. Then we say the limit as x approaches 2 of x, then we square outside, okay? Because we can, if you want, we can still say of x squared first. Then we can say plus the limit, 5 comes outside, the limit as x approaches 2 of x minus the limit as x approaches 2 of 2. Here it's going to be, here, now we have it like this. We have negative here, and we know that this squared, we will now take it outside. So it's the limit as x approaches 2 of x, we square outside. Then we say plus 5, the limit as x approaches 2 of x. Then we say minus the limit as x approaches 2 of 2. And what are these? This is going to be, in here, we substitute. So it's going to be minus, what is the limit as x approaches 2 of x? We just, where there is x, we put the 2. So it'll be 2. Then we square it. Then plus the 5. What is the limit as x approaches 2 of x? We substitute 2. What we are approaching? We are approaching 2. We put it where there is x, okay? Then we say minus. The limit of a number is the number. So 2 comes back. So this just becomes negative of 2 squared is 4. So negative 4 plus 5 times 2 is 10. Then minus 2. This becomes minus 4 plus 10 minus 2. You punch in the calculator. You are going to get 4, positive 4. This is going to be the solution. If you want to do it the shorter way, you can just say part A is going to be the limit as x approaches 2 of negative x squared plus 5x minus 2. Then since here it's just going to be substitution, there is nothing else. So this becomes, we substitute what we are approaching. We are approaching 2. So it is negative of 2 squared plus 5 by 2, then minus 2. This comes back because it's a constant. Comes back The constant is adding whatever it comes back. So here we have negative 2 squared is 4, then plus 5 times 2 is 10, then minus 2. And here we'll get again a positive 4. And these are the solutions. So this is the solution for the first one. Now we can do part B, which is going to be substitution again, because there's no fraction. There's no fraction, so it's obviously going to be substitution, the same as part C. We'll do it in the next video. Goodbye for now.